You don't want to not press record, man.
Would you please welcome from a place called Winnipeg?
Look at that little lick. It's a tasty little lick. All right.
Been learning about tires.
Was Randy Bachman still in the band at that point, Dave? Do you know?
Yes.
Yeah, he's a tasty player, man. Great player. Listen, we could sit here and talk about Randy Bachman all day long, but forget it. It's Winnipeggers number 20. Guys, we did it. We made it 20 episodes. That's pretty impressive, I'd say.
Whoa.
Without killing each other. It's very impressive.
Or killing our show.
You mean people watch this?
They do. It's funny because I think at this point in time, you guys have now become worldwide superstars. I mean, thousands and thousands of people are watching us every single week doing these amazing shows, in our opinion.
Yeah.
But it's good to be back. I said 20 shows every single week. We haven't missed a week. That's 5 months straight. We've had a lot of fun. So, hey, congratulations, guys. Cheers to you guys.
Cheers. Oh, you're drinking coffee again tonight.
Cheers. Of course. Yeah. The clear coffee. And because we've been making some mistakes lately, wow, what a concept. We are going to jump right in with our sponsor of this week. And this is actually really cool. Thanks to Dave, who in a former life was a salesman and still is. He's been selling ads and getting great sponsors like this. And you guys need to help me with this. This is a great sponsor. It's called the Pianimals. And you can find this on YouTube. If you go there and subscribe, that'd be great. And it's also at the Pianimals on Instagram, which is another awesome idea. I think that's really cool. And I think so. Tell me a little bit about what exactly the Pianimals is, Dave.
Well, he's this awesome player, and he does requests. Like, you can actually request songs, and he'll play them. And he does really interesting covers. Like, he'll do some, Radiohead songs, and he'll do Snoop Dogg, and it's always on the piano, and it's live. And I'm just looking at the information here. Do you have the time that he's on Saturday? I thought it was Saturday.
I have some information as well. Every live stream is on every Saturday night at 9 p.m. On his, I'm assuming, is he a Winnipeg guy? Are you familiar with this cat?
Winnipeg, Central Time, yeah.
So that's Central Time. That's 9 Central, 10 Eastern. The YouTube channel is the Pianimals. You go subscribe to his channel so you get notified. And what's the dude's name? I think Rybo knows. Mark?
Rybo, he does know him, I think, because the guy mentioned Ryan's name to me, right?
I think it's Matt Budulowski, but I hope I'm right about that.
I think it is Matt Budulowski.
I think so,
and we're gonna, of course, things that we could have known yesterday. But listen, go to Matt's channel, and you'll be notified when he's live, and you can request the shit out of your favorite song.
Yeah.
It's the one you think unique. That's unique about the stream. He does non-conventional songs on piano, like you just said, Dave. Songs you would normally not hear, like Radiohead or Snoop Dogg.
Yeah,
which
and
is very cool stuff.
And takes your requests, and he really is great. Like, I checked him stuff out, so fantastic. Welcome aboard.
Yeah, but I think it's really cool. Like, once again, you got these guys that were doing okay, making some cash, having some business, and then suddenly out of nowhere, the pandemic hits and guys are out of a gig. You know what I mean? And so what do? You got to be smart. You got to be practical and see how you can still make things happen. And that's what they're doing. He's moved this all onto this live stream. I'm looking at his Instagram right now. I'm actually going to follow him on Instagram, the Pianimals. There you go. Boom. There's a follow. See how easy it is? Piano music for all ages and for the ages. So that's great. Yeah. We were in Vegas a couple of weeks ago, and there was we had an Elvis impersonator in our movie that we filmed for AEW. And he said before the pandemic, he was doing great. And then as soon as the pandemic happened, all the gigs disappear. So he's doing his thing online as well. So this is what you have to do. This is what the Pianimals are doing, and go check them out. You can be worldwide and see this if you subscribe to the YouTube channel, which is right there. Boom, the Pianimals on Instagram and the Pianimals on YouTube. So very cool stuff. Congratulations, Dave. You've been getting some great sponsors for us.
Thank you, sir.
Very cool. And so last week we did the Practical Jokes show, and we're going to go twofold in this. First of all, we're going to give some appreciation for the show. Before we do that, hold on. I want to show you guys this. So on Spotify, at the end of the year, they tell you who you've been listening to the most, what your most listened to songs are, and check this out. Here's my most listened to songs: Under My Thumb, Streetheart.
Oh my God.
Panama, number 3. Running Back to Saskatoon.
Yeah.
I wonder
been
why.
using it for the show.
We play it every fucking week, right? But it's so funny that Streetheart is number 1 and Running Back to Saskatoon is number 3. So pretty cool stuff.
That's Winnipeggers.
And,
right
and there's
there,
nothing from the last 40 years, even funnier.
Exactly. Well, I mean, listen, obviously Winnipeggers theme song. I love Under My Thumb and Van Halen. I mean, why are we playing Van Halen?
Yeah.
Gee, I mean, it's not hard to figure that one out. I think we all went through a big Van Halen phase when Edward passed away.
Absolutely.
So we also have a lot of great stuff because of Boots. And the practical joke was Boots, which was the famous one. If you didn't see it, go back and watch it, where Dave and our friend John from Australia basically ribbed me into thinking that Dave got a gig in a movie with Brad Pitt called Boots. And this is from Jake Chavez, who made that.
No, this is from the other girl that I sent you
I'm
the
sorry.
email. Yeah,
I'm sorry.
Yeah,
There's a couple
Jake
of them.
sent
So,
the other one. Yeah.
I'm actually on the case, so I know exactly
that's
who
cool.
it is, and she is. Maybe I didn't.
Jesse
get her.
Isaiah
There you go.
Elizondo. Yeah.
Jesse Isaiah Elizondo.
Isaiah Elizondo. Yeah. And that was her meme, and that's me holding a donut because part of the story, which really made you think, okay, you're really full of it, because it was, well, I met everybody on the crew and they had donuts, and it was like, who cares, donuts? It's like I was talking about it like it was caviar. So that's me holding a donut. It's not because I'm bloated as shit in that photo. That's actually
And the other one from the aforementioned Jake Chavez is he's a little bit more regal with his appearance.
Yes.
Up there you see Brad Pitt, Dave Spivak, George Clooney, and underneath, not starring Chris Jericho.
I'm just hanging out with my Strat. No big deal.
No big deal with your hat on. We did get some comments, and one of them was from our old buddy Curtis Feist,
Oh, great.
who said, Speewy's practical joke on Boots would have pissed me off too. All the sweat, blood, and time spent in your career, and some schmuck like him gets lucky. He goes, it's funny shit though. He goes, it would be like if my older brother won the lottery, I'd be so angry. Everything comes so easy for him, and I gotta fight and claw and fight that fucking asshole.
Hilarious.
So there you go.
Man.
Curtis Feist, great guy. We went to school with him.
Yeah.
And
great guy.
but one of the things that happened, and then I'll turn it over to you guys, is we had a little bit too much to drink last episode.
We? Oh, yeah,
Well, we in the royal sense.
I'm not going to argue.
No, I would have to say, I mean, I might have been the ringleader of drunkenness, but you were right there beside me, man.
You know
I
what? We've all taken been the ringleader one episode or another. That's for sure.
I'm
That is-
talking about the last episode, Practical
Oh,
Jokes.
I know.
We were all three. Well, maybe was I the worst? Was I the drunkest?
Yeah, but I've been the worst on the episode 16. He was so brutal. In episode 12, he pissed his pants. I mean, everybody takes. I don't know.
That's
But
not
anyway,
realistic.
yeah. Tonight I'm just drinking water. I don't want to get into my injury quite yet, but I got some liquid codeine, so I can't really drink alcohol.
Well, that would be better.
Well.
Yeah, liquid.
I was so
liquid-
drunk, I actually pissed my shirt. That's how drunk I was.
Well, I'll tell you this, man. Yeah, I'm glad you're not drinking alcohol. You're just drinking liquid codeine.
You know what?
That'll-
If we were all sitting together, we'd probably all be drinking it. Pass
no
over that
kidding.
codeine, Dave. Come
Yeah,
on.
things have changed. I'm like, I'm not having any alcohol. In the old days, you'd be mixing it.
Well, and the thing is, too, once again, we thought, that no one noticed. I think I said, do not mention the wall. I think we said it once, but we got away with it. But we do
Right.
have some of our fans that actually were busting us on this and making some comments about how load ski we were, including, let's find this one right here. I just pulled this one up. It's from Grant C., who said, space the drinks out.
Grant Carlson.
Grant Carlson.
Oh, that's fantastic. Yeah.
What did you do when you said you saw that quote, Dave?
I deleted the post. I took it off. I control whatever goes on there if I don't like it, and I'm so fast on it because I live on the phone. So try me. Just try me. I'll delete you in a second. I don't give a shit.
So that's the thing. We have decided. We were actually scolded. Not scolded. Stacy's far too nice for that. But basically, we felt bad. Like Stacy's
Right.
kind of our accountability partner. She's our producer here, and I basically just said. Actually, Rybo was the one who pointed it out. Like we went like 40 minutes the first show, and then 55 the next show or whatever, and like whatever, man. We stayed up another 2 hours talking about whatever the number of the beast or whatever the fuck we were talking about. And then
Maiden.
exactly. And then Rybo texted me a few days ago and goes like, "Do we need any edits on that show?" I'm like, "Why?" He's like me, we're pretty drunk and we were talking a bunch of stuff. And so I just said to Stacy, like, "Can you go through and just clean it up?" Like, I've been working with her for 7 years. She's awesome at that. And so she took the 53-minute show and cut it down to about 44 minutes, which 9 minutes of stuff, that's a lot of time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Think about that. 9 minutes of what we said was inappropriate, unintelligible.
Yeah.
Not
We were
good.
just cutting each other off. We're F this, F that. It was just like we were at a bar yelling at each other to talk.
Which is kind of the point of this show. But we have to
Within reason.
But we have to reel it in at times. And we have promised that, we are professionals here and we need to stay a little bit more on the ball.
Yes.
So,
Cheers to that.
cheers to that, guys. Let's watch our bottles of
Oh,
drinking.
God.
Space those bottles out.
Do you want to discuss what happened to you today? Because first of all, you're
Sure.
wearing an amazing, awesome looking Dave Spivak toque, and it looks great. And the funny thing is, you had some toques in. Get yours now, free shipping worldwide, free delivery in Calgary. I'm assuming you're just going to ride your fat bike over there and just drop them off in their mailbox.
I would have up to this. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Drop them off in the mailbox.
But if you want a Dave Spivak toque, that's the Instagram and that's Instagram at Dave_Spivak_project_. Oh
Yeah.
my God, that's underscore.
Yeah, or you could just go to Facebook and put Dave Spivak in the search engine and then hit me up, hit me a Facebook message, become my friend, and I'll sell you a toque. How's that sound?
But you've sold out of these toques though.
I did. I did.
Your
I
first
actually
order is
way,
sold
yeah.
out.
Yeah, I sold right away, and then I just put in another order, and they'll be here December 12th or 13th, and I'll send them out right after that. So if anybody wants one, and they're really warm, they're really good for the cold weather, and they last. Like this one is about 1.5 years old. It still doesn't show any wear or tear, so it's been great. So
It's
buy a toque,
well crafted.
buy a toque, save a life.
Good call.
Good.
Rybo, do you have a DSP toque by chance, or
It's probably in the mail. I'm guessing. I'm not sure.
you shouldn't have to pay for one considering you
Yeah.
played the drums on the album, right?
Ryan
I have
has
a shirt.
T-shirt. Yeah,
I have a shirt and a hat. I have a hat that protects me from the sun when it gets warm out. So that's about 6 months from now in Winnipeg, but
Exactly.
I'll pull it out.
So, Dave, you going to tell us about what happened to you today, and you want to
Yeah,
discuss
why
that
don't
while
I-
you're on liquid codeine?
Well, I'd like to do a safety moment about what happened to me today, because this is something that big corporations do. And now that we've cleaned up our act and we're not getting super wasted on the air, I think we fit into the whole corporate world. So this is a helmet, okay? This is a snowboard helmet, and I was riding out in Bragg Creek on the West Bragg Creek trails, which is like a downhill track. The side of it is pretty scuffed up from my little accident. But anyway, you got to make sure that this strap has this little elastic band around it. If it's out, okay, if it's like this and this is hanging, I hit the ground so hard on my collarbone and on the helmet that the helmet flew 3 feet off my head because this bloody thing on impact flew off. Now, it still saved me, but how scary is it that you're lying on the ground, like you're blacked out for a bit anyway, and your helmet's not even on, and you're like, what the hell happened? So
Can you show us how to use a seatbelt too, please, Dave?
yeah, wow, this isn't something you'd always know, man.
You're supposed to
You'd be
click
like,
it in. That's what it is. It's like a hockey helmet.
No. I'm not talking about clicking it in. I showed it to the camera, okay? It's a little thing hanging, okay? This has to be covered by this little elastic right here. This little cover has to be covered, and that's a real good safety moment. You could really hurt yourself. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Well, exactly. So that happened, and then, I haven't been to the doctor yet. The x-ray clinic was closed. I'll go in the morning, but I can't really lift my shoulder up or anything. My collarbone's killing me. It's created this huge bruise over here. I Google it. It seems like it is. I went head over feet on a skinny trail, probably doing 15 kilometers an hour, flying downhill. And I think maybe my handlebar kind of slightly hit this tree. There was 2 trees that were narrow, and I hit a stump because there's not much snow out there right now. And I just went head over foot. I don't know if I've ever done that. It was pretty wild. I feel pretty good about it, actually. I want to get out and ride again, but hopefully this is just a couple weaker, but...
Is that a bed sheet that you have, or is that an official sling?
That's a kind of a makeshift sling, like a pillowcase type sling for now. I'll get suited up better for tomorrow.
Now, Rybo, did you also not almost break your arm or break something on a bike accident too, on a bicycle?
That actually did happen, and I wasn't on a skinny trail on a fat bike like Dave was.
You're on a fat trail on a skinny bike.
I was on a fat
and that's fat P-A-H-T, yo.
Yeah, a Sakini 10-speed flying through the trails, a bucket on his head.
That is true, actually. We were just talking before this that we wanted to have an episode about broken bones because we've all broken bones.
Broken bones in the gutter! Sorry.
Yes. So, yeah, I was in Toronto going down a street, and I was going down like Ossington downhill, and this car was parallel parking, and I was in between the streetcar tracks, and right at the last second, this girl pulls out right in front of me. We made eye contact, and I kind of swerved, and my bike got stuck in the streetcar tracks. I went flying head over heels, and I ain't talking about Tears for Fears. And
I was thinking Go-Go's.
Tears for Fears.
Anyway, and I broke my wrist, and I think I have the same scar that you have, because you have one too where you broke your arm as well.
Yes, that's true.
Yeah.
Yes,
and I got up after, and some people were looking.
Mark.
She just took off, and I kind of was like looking. People were coming to me because they wanted to help me, and I just yelled out, "You fucking God!"
Oh, wow.
Really loud, and everyone just kind of was like, okay, forget that, I'm not helping that guy, and they walked out.
They just let you to die.
Yeah,
you just ranged out.
And then I tried to pick up my bike, and I couldn't pick it up, and then I realized I had a real bad issue. I sat in the hospital for about 9 hours. Wow. And watched like 6 movies, including like they were playing like Night of the Living Dead or something like that. So I'm just sitting there holding my arm, and they're playing this like awful bloody
good hospital movie.
Yeah. What a great hospital to go to.
And this is too when you were basically your occupation was a full-time drummer.
That's true.
Yeah.
So that wasn't very good.
Let me ask you one quick question as I download it here quickly. When you said that you saw the lady and she was driving and you saw her eye to eye, did she look anything like like this? Just out of curiosity, I just want to know. I'm just curious.
That's her.
He got the devil's mark. He got it on the accident.
He did. That's the devil right there.
Yeah. Oh, that's great.
So
that's just a tribute.
Yes. So sorry about your injury, Dave. Hopefully you feel better. Glad Rybo is now healed. And if nothing else, you have some great liquid what are you on? Liquid morphine, would you say it was? Which I guess by proxy would be liquid anyways. So that's what
liquid codeine. Codeine.
Okay. Yeah. That sounds like something that some like stoner got liquid codeine, man.
Yeah, man. You won't shit for a week, but
if you don't use it all, save it up. Save it for us when I finally see you.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, no kidding. I'll
Okay,
use it all.
so we are thinking about something here that we want to do to decide what exactly our problem is. And so Dave found this survey that says right there, are you a hardcore drinker? And the name of the show is Are We Alcoholics? We want to know after our listen, if we disappointed you last week with our show that cost you nothing, by the way, to watch, then we apologize. If you enjoyed it, don't worry, we're not going teetotalers here. This is not a dry county. We're still going to have some drink skis, but we're going to try and tone it back a bit. And we want to find out, are we alcoholics? Okay. So I'm also, for some reason, I'm thinking like the Fix. Are we alcoholics? So let's take this. You guys all have this on your phone.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna do mine with everybody here watching, so they see what this is. And it says there are some people that can finish 12 beers and you won't see them staggering or passing out, or a whole bottle of vodka because they're too drunk. Most of the said people rarely get hangovers. The quiz below is designed to tell you if you are a hardcore drinker or not. So let's start. How long do you stay in a club?
All right.
I'm going to say until closing and beyond.
Wait a minute. I was going to say, what about after closing?
Yeah.
Like,
That's
I know
when it usually starts.
So each one of us answer one at a time. I answered until closing. Rybo, what about you?
Well, until closing or after.
Yeah. Trifecta, same.
Yeah.
If you're Ryan's brother, Kev, how long do you stay in club? Until they kick me out at 7 a.m.
Yeah. That's about it.
Okay. If a friend asks you if you fancy, and that's a spelling mistake. Sorry, Chad. If you fancy a shot, what do you choose? Zambuca or tequila? That's spelled wrong also. Terrible spelling on this. Bailey's or Aftershock? What's Aftershock?
A song by Anthrax.
I knew you were going to say that.
I think it's some kind of energy drink mixed with booze or something.
Oh.
I just Googled it. Aftershock shot is a 1/3 cool citrus mint schnapps into a shot glass and then drink it. So it's Aftershock is actually a type of alcohol.
Wow.
It's some kind of Aftershock liqueur. So,
okay.
Rybo, what are you going to do first?
Well, it'd be nice if there was vodka on the list, but I'll take tequila, I guess, or Zambuca, you know.
Yeah.
I ain't drinking Bailey's.
No.
Yeah, same. Yeah.
One thing that my parents taught me via your dad, Rybo, is I remember my mom and dad would always go out to your dad's house or your mom and dad's house, A.F. Irvin's, longtime family friends, and next morning be like super hungover. And my mom was always like, "Ow, makes these crazy shots with like the creme de la menthe and the Baileys, and it's like there's too much sugar in these shots. It just gives me a hangover all the time." And that's why I basically just drink the straight vodka because of what my mom said about your dad's drinks.
It's the schnapps. I remember my grandma would come over sometimes, Nana. She'd come over and have, be Christmas or whatever, and the schnapps would come out, and man, she'd just get annihilated. And like the next day, she'd be
Nana gets annihilated.
Oh, it's bad, bad. She's like on the table, throwing her bra around and stuff like that. Come on.
Not to be confused with the helicopter of my dank last week.
Yeah, this was more than a 2-inch wingspan. So
Yeah.
So I'm going to agree. I'm going to agree with Rybo based on the Al Ahoff rule. I would go for more of the tequila than the Zambuca because Zambuca is very sugary as well. So I'm going to do tequila. Dave?
Yeah, same thing. Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
So far, we're heading down the same road.
I think we're doing okay so far. Seems pretty good, right?
Yeah.
How long does it normally take you to get served in a bar? 2 to 5 minutes of sitting in the bar, 5 to 10 seconds as the barman knows your drink. Dave, when you go to Mikey's or a bar that you frequent?
Yeah, 5 to 10 seconds could happen for sure. Yeah.
Yeah, Rybo?
I might sit there for like 2 to 5 minutes, but that's probably because I've already had about 10 drinks before I got there. So
But if it's a place that you frequent, they
if
would
it's a
know
place
you.
that I
They would
frequent,
have
they're
that
just-
Caesar waiting. It would be on a
That's
gold
right.
tray.
Usually I try to call ahead.
Yeah, I think
if
the
can.
idea is if you go to this place all the time, that they would know what my drink is. Like people know what my drink is in general. So I'm 5 to 10 seconds.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
I'll join you. Me too.
You get a drink in line before you get in there.
What age did you first drink alcohol? Well, 10 to 13? 10 to 13 is a little bit too early. I'm somewhere in the middle of that. I'm about like 14, 15.
Yeah, same with me.
Yeah, I might have taken a sip out of my dad's beer, but that doesn't count. So I'll say over 17 too.
I think-
17
Actually,
is
you know what? I might have to go. There should be another one on the front of that too, because I think the first drink I ever really had was earlier than 10.
Really?
I think in grade, I had a liquid lunch in like grade 3 or grade 4.
Come
My
on.
friend-
couple
my friend-
threesomes, a liquid lunch. I wasn't even out of elementary
Okay.
school.
His first sexual experience is a threesome, and he's having liquid lunches at 8 years old. What do you expect?
My life has been downhill ever since like grade 3. Just awful now.
Grade 3.
No, I went over to my friend's house for lunch, and he had one of those his parents had in the fridge. They had a box of Hochtaler wine. You know, like-
That's so Canadian.
Oh,
A
man.
box of
Box of
Hochtaler wine. And didn't it have
Remember
some
those-
chick like a Madeline Kahn going, Hochtaler?
Yeah, she's like, Hochtaler, I gotta drink it. It was like this huge commercial. It was on
The
one of our
cane and a little
12
hat,
channels
like
all the time.
A onesie that's a tuxedo or something.
That's
Madeline Kahn.
Line of the day. Call
What are
of
we
the
gonna do?
day, call of the day.
I'm gonna do 17 plus, even though it was probably 14 or 15, but I'm not gonna say 10 or 13. So
Yeah.
all right. Next one. Do you prefer spirits or Alco Pops? It's supposed to be done in Germany or something. I would assume Alco Pops are probably like beer, right? Let's say that it's beer just for the hell of it.
Yeah.
spirits.
Spirits.
Yeah.
Next.
You're also talking about guys that this is a whole other show, so we don't want to get into it. We used to be in a gang called the Fotkov? No, the Fot.
Fellowship of the Crown.
But what do we call it? Just FOTC or the Fotka?
I think that's kind of funny.
And then we
Vodka.
moved it to the Fotkov, which
Yeah.
was Fellowship of the Crown or vodka, because we went super insane on the Crown way
Super
too many
insane.
times.
And the hangovers, and we were mixing it. It was like Crown and Coke, double
Terrible,
Crown and
so
Coke.
much
We didn't
sugar.
always the Coca-Cola, always the Pepsi. Oh my God,
Oh.
the Toronto days.
We broke the Al Ahoff rule big time on that one.
Yeah.
yeah.
What would be your ideal night out? End the night happy and sober. Wake up the next morning, think what happened the night before.
Well, most of the best nights are the second one when we wake up wondering what happened. You know.
Yeah, I mean,
So I'll go with that.
I think they're trying to lead you to. It's kind of a fake news thing. It should say end the night happy and sober, or wake up the next morning happy and thinking what happened the night before.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, I know the last Winnipeggers where we went over the line. Sorry, Grant Carlson. In drinking, I think I woke up on the floor, to be honest with you, not remembering. And then I went back and looked how long we tracked for and saw like a 6-hour show. And I was like, holy shit, how late were we up for?
And you were surprised when Ryan said, you might want to look over that show.
Why? Well, what do you mean?
We're talking about
All right. I'm going with wake the next morning wondering what the hell happened. All right.
Ribo.
Yeah. Sure. Yeah, I think sure. Because I mean, if you end of the night happy and go home sober, that means you're in bed by like 10:30.
Right.
And there's nothing happy about that.
No, that sucks.
Here's we're 86% of the way through, and here's question number 7. This is the grand finale here. Who do you think should be prime minister? Gordon Brown or Jack Daniels?
Who's Gordon Brown? Should I know that?
I don't know. I mean, is it some
No,
kind of
I don't
Canadian
know.
drink or something?
Yeah. Well, it must be a Canadian. Gord.
Good call.
Another Gord.
Gord or
Hey,
Gordon.
Gord, eh? How's it going, eh?
Gordon Brown is a British politician who was prime minister of the United Kingdom and leader of. Oh my God, I'm getting bored already. No
Yeah, good
fucking
night.
politics.
I'll just pick Jack Daniel. He from the South. He motherfucking crazy. Take him.
Yeah, man, he makes some good juice.
View my results.
Are we all going to Jack Daniels?
Sure.
Okay, all right. View my results. Here we
I
go,
wouldn't
guys.
drink either of those guys, but
All right. So unfortunately, you got alcoholic. You are the ultimate alcoholic, and your liver will surely be screwed in within a few years. Hey, first of all, whoever wrote this, learn how to fucking speak English and
Good
write properly, you fucking asshole. Because I might be the ultimate alcoholic. You're the ultimate dipshit that doesn't know how to fucking spell.
You're surely a dipshit.
I love that. You're surely your liver's gonna fall apart. Oh yeah, thanks
I'm
for
a
the
dipshit,
scare.
and don't call me surly.
Yeah.
Rybo, what did you get?
Oh, exactly the same. Yeah.
Yeah, we did the same answers. Mine's actually we all said the same thing. Mine says you're doing good, keep it up. That's all it says.
It depends on your algorithms what your phone says.
Yeah,
I'm
right,
wondering
yeah.
what would happen if you just did not, if you just chose everything the other way. I'm just gonna just do that quickly just to see. Are you a hardcore drink? I'm gonna choose the opposite offline on the phone here just to see what they tell you if you're not an alcoholic. I'm just curious. I'm staying just for a couple of drinks. Boom. Yeah. Bailey's or aftershock. I'll say Bailey's. Maybe that's the easier drink. Boom.
Yeah.
Normally serve in the bar 2 to 5 minutes. Boom. These are the answers we gave, though. First drink alcohol, 17 plus. That's it. Say that one. Boom. Alco Pops, whatever that is.
Yeah,
whatever moron wrote this thing made up Alco Pops. End the night happy and sober, aka a nerd. And Gordon
Brown for prime minister.
And I got, you are a toucan man and should stick to the WKD. Don't know what that means.
Wow.
It's the WKD.
Stay away from clubs and pubs and keep to the early nights on the Panda Pops.
Oh my God. Did Chip and Pepper do this?
That sounds like something that David Lee Roth would have said, like, all right, you're a toucan man and should stick to the WKD. Stay away from the clubs and pubs and keep to the early nights and Panda Pops. Wow.
See, that sounded cool when you said it like that. That's the beauty of Dave right there.
Yeah.
So the answer to the question, are we alcoholics, is a resounding yes.
But you already knew that.
But you already knew that. Once again, we said we're going to be sober, and we are. And we said we're going to do a shorter show, more compact show, and we did. And just reminding you guys that there's a great way to kill some time and watch some great piano playing. If you go to Pianimals, subscribe on YouTube, and the Pianimals on Instagram. And I think I'm not just saying this. I'm actually going to go check that out because I love those. You guys ever been like those Howl at the Moon piano bars where they play your requests and stuff?
Yeah.
Great times, right?
It's great. And actually, I should check it out before I even talk. But Matt Budalowski played in a band called Leader House in Winnipeg, and
that's on the information sheet. So this is Matt.
Yeah, so it is him. Yeah, and
this is Matt Budalowski.
He's a great musician. He's a very smart
really
guy.
Good.
Yeah. Really great songwriter.
Yeah, Matt Budalowski. And actually, his 4.5-year-old son Duke are the Pianimals. So that's what we said. It's for all ages and for the ages.
Yeah, his son comes on and does some cool stuff too. Yeah,
very cool.
Hey, any 4-year-old that can play piano is okay by me.
Yeah.
And don't forget. So Dave, I like how you send me these texts. You can just say it yourself. Dave goes, push the upcoming live show. Well, yes, I can push the upcoming live show.
I'm in a lot of pain tonight, okay? But yes, and I'll say it's December 6th when it's December 10th. You know, it is.
Yeah,
it is
exactly.
next Thursday, isn't it? Yeah.
Next Thursday, which will be officially December 10th, is going to be our second live show. And we're going to do something really special. So we did a show earlier, but nobody fucking watched it. So we're going to do it again. And we're either going to beat this dead horse until it kills us, or we're going to get a great rating for this. It's imitations. We're going to pick 5 imitations for each of us.
Yeah.
And we're going to, and you have to commit. You have to do whichever imitation we ask. And then, because it's live and we can see your comments and your thoughts, we're going to let you guys suggest some imitations for us. And then we're going to do a Q&A to give you guys a little bit extra there. So our first live show was a huge success. It was our most highly rated show. Tens of thousands of you watched. It was great. And we're going to do that again next week on December 10th, right here on the Winnipeggers.
What time?
I think we're going to, thanks for asking. It's going to be a little bit earlier than usual because it's Christmas time. So there's Christmas plans. So I would say 7:30 Eastern.
Right.
So it's a little bit earlier, but the best thing is if you watch and you take part in it, you can be a part of it. If not, you can always watch it at a later time.
Yeah.
Right on.
So that's good.
Awesome.
Cool.
So there you go, guys. That's good. Good job. We really came back on this one. You know, I think Grant Carlson will be a lot happier about our show now.
It's all for
Thank you,
him.
Grant.
Would you please welcome from a place called
I don't even know what that guy looks like. This is
Looks
not
like a big guy. Big boy.
is he the guy who's had a garbage company or something?
No.
It's Grant Johnson. Gotcha. Hopefully you feel better, Dave. Next week, you either be in a total body cast.
I might be.
You'll be back to normal, or you'll be super high on wood alcohol and liquid special
Liquid
K.
codeine. Liquid codeine. Get your DSP, Tukes. Follow me
Don't
on
forget,
Facebook.
yes.
Send messages about the show. We'll put it up on the show. Send them to me.
You guys
At
watch
Dave
what we do.
Spivak.
We put a lot of stuff together. Anything you guys send us, if it's got any creativity, we put it up there. We appreciate you guys watching, and we thank you for watching. And it's always a pleasure, and we're glad that you are enjoying the show. So don't forget, there you go, Dave _Spivak _project __ The Tukes are ready, and you can order them soon, just in time for Christmas. See you next week, guys.
See you guys.
Cheers.
I think that's the most sober we've ever been on this show.